Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll.
Morning, everybody. So, one of the questions that came in the comments was, how did you meet your spouse? And I thought, while I do my skincare, I will just answer that question for you here. I'm a little bit still struggling with the lungs, so if I sound strained, it's because I am strained. But also, it's good to talk and like get things moving. So, Obi and I met when I worked at a coffee shop in Asheville for like 9 months, and he came in as a customer while I was working there, and he put a note, like a poem, in the suggestion box for me, and there's like a whole lot of like romantic side story that I could share there. Like, he told his friend that I was his sunshine, and then like this man came and like started singing "You Are Your Sunshine," my sunshine to me. Like little stuff like that. It was really sweet. But the gist is basically he was a customer at the coffee shop that I worked at, and he put a note in the suggestion box, and then kind of anonymously, and then he outed himself to a coworker of mine, and I added him on Facebook, and then we ended up going out on our first date, and our first date was so much fun. It lasted hours. We just went to grab a quick drink, and I ended up just talking all night long, like it lasted forever. But neither of us were really like ready to date anyone at that point, and so we told each other, like, I really like you, but I'm not ready to date. And months went by before our second date, because I like went in the, months went by. I went to Nicaragua by myself, and while I was there, I was like thinking about him, which isn't really my personality. I just am not like very, I don't know, I was kind of like I'm a light touch in terms of like, I don't get attached to people easily. So it was weird that I was like thinking about this guy I went on one date with, and he happened to like message me while I was there at the same time, and I was like, wow, this guy. And then I one day just saw him at an intersection and in his car, and I texted him. I was like, hey, I just passed you. And he was like, let's get together. So we went out on another date, and that date lasted forever. We like had dinner, and then dinner turned into going to a bookstore, and then bookstore turned into going to a pub, and we played darts, and like it just kept, we just like never wanted to end the date, and we just kept going, and that was kind of when we were like, oh, we're probably gonna keep seeing each other for a while. And we dated kind of casually for several months, and then became serious about like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. Yeah, that's how we met. And that's the whole story and the whole skincare routine. 5 minutes. Also, hi. Let's get to the light. Hello. Happy last day of Vlogmas. I cannot believe that today is the last day. We've been doing this for 25 days straight, and we like did the whole thing. We did it. Today is also really gonna just be a relaxed day. I'm going to hang out in my pajamas all day. We're gonna bake some cookies. I'm feeling better than I was yesterday, but I'm still kind of not great. I'm not as like tired as I was yesterday, but my lungs still kind of hurt. So yeah, I'm still coughing a lot and stuff. But I'm going to put on some pajamas, go get some lunch made. I think it's like, yeah, 11:30. It'll probably take me a little while to make the lunch, or see if Obi will make lunch, and then yeah, we're probably just gonna have like another kind of like movie day situation, because why not? Hello. I'm like wrapped up in this blanket, which, hi Shannon, if you're watching this. Shannon Schottler sent this to me after my dad passed, and literally said that like wrapping me up in it, and I do wrap up in it, especially when I'm sad. So I am a little bit sad, hence like the red face. Basically, I've had a couple of my recovery from the bronchoscopy. I look like I'm swimming in this. My recovery from bronchoscopy hasn't been what they told me it would be. So basically, they were like, you'll have a sore throat, you'll cough, you'll be tired for a couple of days, but like otherwise, like you should be fine. I have not had that situation. I've had a lot of like, mostly like wheezing and like it sounds like I'm snoring even when I'm awake, like when I breathe, and like being out of breath and some chest pain. And then I've also just been like, yesterday I was like really nauseous and stuff and had like an upset stomach. So I called the pulmonologist today because I'm kind of a downplayer. Like I was like, maybe that's nothing. So I didn't say anything until yesterday. So I called today. It was just kind of like, I want to make sure like everything's okay. And they're closed, but one of the people working, one of the nurse practitioner was like, honestly, like it could, like it kind of listed off all the things it could be, and I was like, you know, it could be like a partially collapsed lung, it could be like a bronchospasm. Either way, like I want you to go see someone in person, but we're closed today, so you need to get a chest x-ray and just like make sure everything's all right. So basically, we made an appointment at the local urgent care, that's like right down the road, and their earliest appointment they had was 2:45. So I have to do like a video call with them first, even though I kind of know I have to go in. We're gonna do a video call with them first, and then I'll probably go in for a chest x-ray, and the nurse practitioner said they probably are gonna have to give me like an IV of steroids or something. So that's what we're gonna do. I got really sad because I'm just ready to feel good. I'm ready to like not have complications, and it's just like another situation in which like I got on the phone and I really hoped that she would be like, oh no, it's totally normal, totally fine, or say like, yeah, that happened, that I hear that, but it's like not a big deal. Here, I'll make you a prescription for like what you need to feel better. But it wasn't like that. It was kind of like, it could be this really scary thing, and so that's, you know, just not fun. So it's basically like no answers but more anxiety kind of stuff. But Obi is making us lunch, and I'll eat lunch, and then probably after that I'm just gonna try and call the urgent care and see if because I just know I'm gonna have to go in, so I might try and like skip that step because we did it all online so far. So yeah, that's what's going on over here right now. I'm just watching YouTube. When Obi brings in lunch, we'll probably watch a show or something together and eat our lunch, and then I'll call urgent care. It's almost like 1 p.m. Most of the day I've just been like, I honestly don't even know what I've done today. Skincare and yeah, I don't even know what I've done today. Sorry. I feel weird, like this is the last day of Vlogmas, and it's just like strange. I had like grand visions of the last 2 days and like what we were gonna do, and it's just not gonna be the situation, but I know that's all right, and I know you guys are all right with that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching YouTube for a little bit longer. We made couscous, and it looks like there are peppers and onions and chickpeas. It smells really good. And then we're gonna
Support from
watch.
viewers like you makes this program possible. Please give to your PBS station.
Now we're all ready. We've got whiskey, skewery things, sippy, spatularization.
Our neighbor sent over this bag for us. So this, so sweet. Oh, that's so fun. I used to love this place in New York, in California, so it's gonna be so fun. We'll make a pour over. Finished my chat with the people at the emergency room, the urgent care, and they're gonna have me come in at 4 and we're gonna do an x-ray and then just kind of make sure we're all good and hopefully give me something to make this not suck so much. But now Obi is still, he had to run an errand. He's out running his errand. And I am going to make a coffee. I need to put our pumpkin pie in the freezer for tomorrow because tomorrow is Christmas. I've been so like consumed with everything going on medically that I haven't even really thought about Christmas. So I'm gonna put the pumpkin pie in the fridge. I'm gonna put some Christmas cookies in the oven, and the light is not good. Put some Christmas cookies in the oven and make some afternoon coffee maybe. We have like 40 minutes until I have to be at the doctor, so we'll see what I can do in that time. So we are at the urgent care, just waiting to go in and get an answer maybe. We're going into Walgreens to get medicine. I'll tell you about it later. I'm leaving that in the vlog. Hello everybody. So I am sitting down with my coffee. It is 5:24 p.m., which is later than I would normally have coffee, but we are, we're doing what we can. This is popping off. Not cute. Okay. I also have our little Christmas cookies. But I wanted to sit down with you and just kind of give you an update on where we're at with everything. So basically, lungs are, I don't have like a partial collapse or a collapsed lung at all. We got that cleared away. We're good. They gave me a steroid shot, like my intramuscular steroid shot, and then a prescription for steroids to take for the rest of the week. And I already feel a little bit better, which is weird. But then so that is that. That feels good. It's good to just have some information, I guess. He didn't tell me like what's going on with me, why I'm wheezing and stuff. They did say it was good that I called and got it checked out, so I don't feel like I'm losing my mind. I went to get the prescription. We went to Walgreens because they wanted us to get the prescription, but the pharmacy was closed. But they also wanted me to get a pulse oximeter. Basically takes your oxygen levels and can help me to gauge like if I'm in a good place or if I'm not. So we got that. And then I have my follow-up appointment on Tuesday with a pulmonologist, but I did get the information today that like I'm clear in terms of like I don't have cancer of any kind, or like in that way, like the biopsy came back clear. So I have, it's kind of a mixed bag. Like that's exciting because I don't have anything like, I don't have the C word that I was so worried about. But I also like don't have any more answers, and I don't know what we're gonna do next, and we don't really have a clear plan, and so that's not ideal. But hopefully I'll get more information on Tuesday when I go in for that appointment. Yeah, as of today, I was telling Obi, like, I'm a little bit sad because it feels like we've just kind of been in doctor mode all day, and it feels like all week it's just been like doctor stuff and kind of focusing on that, which is just life, but you kind of just want a break, you know? And so tonight we're just gonna relax. It doesn't even feel like Christmas Eve, honestly, to me. I'm gonna try and get in the mood and feel Christmassy again. Tomorrow should be really fun. I'm not gonna be vlogging, obviously, because today's the last day of Vlogmas. But we're gonna go see our little at its mom's house. We're gonna pick up some coffee on the way, and then we have like that the long coursed out meal planned from like a lunch and dinner to kind of blend into one meal, which I'm really excited about. And then we have our presents we're gonna open, so that's gonna feel really Christmassy and fun and special tomorrow. But today I'm kind of just a little bit tired of going to the doctor, to be honest, and feeling crummy, kind of both. And so what can you do? Yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy this coffee. Obi's cooking us some dinner, I believe. I think he's making us some stuffed peppers. And I'm hoping we'll watch more Great British Baking Show if I can talk Obi into it. Wish me luck. We got our neighbor a gift. We got her a really fancy chocolate bar, some flowers, and then Obi made her letter so pretty. It was the best. To you being most supportive of my partner all week long and just taking care of me.
To your body being healthy and safe and spending Christmas together.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh. Well, that one's cute. Was that a dinosaur? No, giraffe.
Oh, let me see your tree.
It's snowing. Can you see? Oh my gosh, it's like already on the ground. Holy Moses. It's a snow. Look. It's Okay, everybody, it is snowing outside. We're mid Bake Off episode, and we thought it would be fun. I thought it would be fun for us to end today's vlog in the season of Vlogmas with a holiday tag. If you're not familiar, tags on YouTube are basically like a series of questions that everybody answers. So I picked 6 questions from the holiday tag, and Obi and I are both gonna answer them. I have them here on my iPad. Let's dive in. So the first one is your favorite holiday song. Oh, also, this is Obi. This is my husband.
Hi.
He's the most precious human in the world. What's your favorite holiday song?
So I'm gonna like something sad because I like when I like getting cozy and listening to something sad. So I think Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas was always my favorite, but I think River by Joni Mitchell might be up there too because they're both really sad. Mm-hmm. It just feels like all the feelings, all the cozy memories of Christmas and such.
I like that. I think mine is Santa Baby. It's like the opposite. But I also really like River by Joni Mitchell. It's really beautiful. It's probably my favorite one this year. 2, what are your must-have winter essentials?
Like clothes?
I guess.
Maybe a good pair of boots. Good pair of boots because you don't want to be walking in the snow and just shoes. You know, you need some good insulated boots. But maybe like, and also like, to go in a different route, you know, maybe tradition. Tradition's always, that's kind of a winter essential for me because winter can be, you know, a kind of closing off time where everybody wants to, you know, talk about how bad and hard it is to live and be alive in the winter. So if you have traditions that you do that can get you through it, I think it can be like kind of a fun ritual and can kind of be exciting. So ritual.
I like that. It's really sweet. Mine are like practical, like an ice scraper for my car. That's a big one. Or like a garage if you have that option. Obi got me a winter coat a couple of years ago, which was kind of my first warm coat of like maybe my life. And I couldn't live without it. It's like I didn't know what coats were meant for before. Like I was just cold and suffering. I didn't realize that I could just be warm. Those are my two things. This is the coat Obi got me and an ice scraper. What would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season?
Well, we talk about, you know, dreams sometimes and, you know, our like housing dreams. And I think having a place in New England, cottagey in the winter is I know a lot of people want to get away from that, but just for the holiday season, just for the Christmas season, I want to be somewhere cold. I want it to be really cold. I want it to be cold every day. I want it to snow a lot. Those are the things that I'm looking for in a holiday season. You know, I'm sure Hawaii would be nice, but that would be like a once in a lifetime kind of deal for me. I don't want to be there every year. I want to have like the ritual of the snow and the cold, and I like the cold a lot more in the holiday season. So someplace cold.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Someplace warm.
Like Palm Springs,
Yeah,
somewhere like
Palm
that where we like hole up. But I also feel like we had that same experience. We went to the Grove Park for his birthday last year, and we stayed there. And it's like the same feeling of like you don't have to go anywhere. You can just kind of stay, and you have everything that you could possibly need or want in this one place. So I think my first impulse is Palm Springs. I don't like the cold, and I like palm trees with Christmas lights on them. I think they're fun. But I also, to concede and like meet in the middle, I would say Grove Park Inn.
Yeah, and I agree. Like Grove Park Inn on a micro level is the place to be for the holiday season. It is when we stayed there for like 4 days last year, but it snowed while we were there. I would sit by the fire every morning. It was just so nice.
It is the best.
You could be private, but then you can also just kind of wander through little crowds of people. It was really nice.
You can spend like a day at the spa, and all the restaurants are there. You don't have to ever leave. It's a good spot.
Yeah.
Colorful lights or white lights?
You know, I'm a white lights fella.
Same.
But I do like like colorful lights have their place in like a bar or something, you know, like it's a nice little ambiance, but that can be any time of the year. For Christmas, I like white light.
Most memorable holiday moment?
I mean, this year,
Ever.
I think just my grandma was super into Christmas, and so it just always reminds me of like, you know, curling up on her in her green carpet, you know, and watching a Christmas movie with all my cousins, and she had this big wraparound couch, and just laying on that couch and watching Christmas movies with the Christmas tree and, you know, candy and Christmas foods. That's the delight of Christmas for me. What about you?
When I was a little kid, one year especially, I remember we couldn't get a Christmas tree, and my mom was working really late, on Christmas Eve, and I got a chair from the dining room and I wrapped it up with like Christmas lights and garland, and I made ornaments out of paper and like drew them and put them on, like taped them on the chair. And then I put a note on it that said the Christmas tree. So I made our Christmas tree out of a chair. That's my most memorable moment. Okay. Hands down, what's your all-time favorite holiday food and holiday sweet treat?
Well, my favorite holiday sweet treat is probably, I don't know if tiramisu counts, but I'll eat that anytime. It feels like a special occasion food, so I say holiday treat. But there's something about pumpkin pie and ice cream and decaf coffee, that just feels like, it felt like what all the adults would do on Christmas when I was a kid, and it always looked so romantic. And then there's that song that mentions it, so
What
I
song
think,
mentions it?
when they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's an element to that just feels simple. It feels like what you're supposed to do. If you don't do it, you've missed out, and if you do it, you won't be disappointed. It pleases everybody, probably.
I like that.
What
What's
about
your
you?
favorite food?
Oh yeah, sausage balls. Sausage balls.
I think mine's sausage balls as well. It's just like so once in a year kind of thing. I also like rolls. Like I feel like you don't eat rolls any other time, like buttered rolls, other than the holidays. And then my favorite sweet treat, like holiday sweet treat. I feel like I never want dessert. I always like fill up on the savory stuff, and then by the time dessert comes, I'm like not interested in eating anymore. But if I were to like pick something, I don't know. I'll say pumpkin pie, but like just because we're gonna have it because he wants it, and so I'm gonna eat it. But I don't really think I have one.
It's better than like pecan pie.
I think I feel the same about pecan pie as I do pumpkin pie. And apple pie, like they're all the same to me. Give me like a white cake and a scoop of ice cream, like a birthday cake for Christmas. Can we have
What's Christmas cake?
fruit cake?
Oh, never mind.
I have one more bonus question for you.
Okay.
So earlier in the vlog, I told them how we met, but now you should tell them how we met, and then they can compare our versions of the stories.
Oh, I don't know what the story
Like
is.
what thing is that felt important to you will be probably different than me.
First time I ever saw Sarah Jane was it was like that lightning bolt moment. It's that moment where you're like, that person has something special. And I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and I was like, that girl's got something, there's something special there. There's something radiant about that girl. And then this old man looked like Kurt Vonnegut carrying a ladder, walked by and was like, "You are my sunshine." Started like singing that song to him about Sarah Jane. He was singing to her. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. She's just got this like air about her where people are like, she radiates. And I'm sure all the women out there are like, yeah, some old dude was hitting on her, no surprise there. Like, but there's something about it. That moment, it just felt like a special moment. And then there was a moment early on, same coffee shop Sarah Jane was working at, where she needed to catch a bee. And she was trying to catch a bee, and I was just like reading my book there. And so, I got up to help her because I had a crush on her, and it worked out well. And we caught the bee together, I think. I don't actually remember catching the bee.
I got the bee.
Okay, she got the bee.
I'm impressive.
Just kidding. I'm the bee.
He's the bee. That's cute. I love that.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. I love you.
I'll have to go back and watch your version of events.
It's very different. It's completely opposite.
Are you talking about the poem?
I talk about the poem.
Oh, yeah.
I talked also about like our length of dating. Like it was like we went on one date and then we didn't see each other for months. But that like I was in Nicaragua and I was like, I want that guy, I like that guy. Like, but it's like, that's not like me to like think about people when they're not around.
Yeah.
But I had like thought about you while I was gone.
Yeah. I had a kid, so, you know, dating was weird. I was very protective and like isolated and trying to say like, well, I don't want anything serious, you know.
Same.
But-
I mean, I was saying that just because I was guarded too.
When you meet like a special person, that all that is like infiltrated, you know, and muddied by like the excitement you have about that person, and that's how I felt about you.
Me too. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you guys so much for joining me for every day for 25 days straight. We made a vlog and you guys hung out with me, and that is so cool. It actually made isolation a little more fun to just feel like I had people to talk to, so thank you. We have videos coming out on our regular schedule starting Sunday, so you only have to wait like one more day for a video. But thank you guys so much for joining me for Vlogmas, and I will see you soon. Bye.